guys, finish up cardio, doing a little bit extra, like I said, because I'm behind the 8 ball for my show. Just something that popped in my head was, you know, disproving what everybody else says. Because, you know, there's bro science, there's real science, but there's certain things that you find because no one is the same. For example, I found doing cardio shreds my lower body way faster than just being in a caloric deficit from food. This is something I noticed because I didn't start getting striations in my quads, on my inner quads, until I started doing cardio. Granted, I'd been in a caloric deficit before that, but it seemed like once I started adding in the calorie burn via low intensity steady state on that there treadmill, they started coming in. Same with hamstring definition, same with my glutes tightening up. Another thing I noticed, guys, and this could be all in my head, but I really don't think it is, when I began training arms 2 to 3 times a week with more volume, I noticed more definition in my arms. Okay, they say you cannot spot reduce fat, and by working certain body parts more frequently and intensely, you cannot burn fat from those areas. But I have to disagree, because I noticed that my upper body is more cut than it was before, or at least very close. Some areas, not quite sure about. My back might not be as dialed in as before, but my arms, my delts are pretty close, if not there. And I have to say my chest is probably there, as well as my core. So that to me sounds good, and I feel 100%. I've been hitting my abs probably 4 to 5 times a week since I've been training at Powerhouse, and I have better control of them, and they look better, as well as my openings. So take it for what it's worth, guys. They say the more you train your abs doesn't mean that they're going to build up, or, well, if you're in a deficit, they're not going to build up, and you're not going to get better ab definition by training them more frequently or more intensely. But I disagree, because I'm fucking proof. Okay? Have a long way to go still. Have a lot more dieting left. Thankfully, because I'm not near where I want to be. But progress is everything, and progress is key. So, what else is there? I noticed, because I eat roughly the same meal timing, the same amount of time between meals usually. I mean, I eat when I'm hungry, but I try to wait as long as I can between meals, if I can. And, through eating the same meals day in, day out, my excretions smell the same, and my farts smell the same. And it's funny, because I had Chipotle today, and I could tell every single time I had Chipotle or Mexican food, my farts always smell the same exact way. It's fucking crazy, and they're rancid. That's enough to gag a maggot off the shit wagon. Hillbilly. And I timed it because I was curious to see, how my metabolism works. And although this isn't perfectly accurate, wasn't in a controlled setting, in an exact stopwatch, but it takes me roughly 5 hours to begin digesting food once I've eaten it. I ate my Chipotle burrito on a semi-fasted state, at about 5:45 p.m. And at about 11:15, maybe like 10:48, I began smelling it in my farts. Very toxic, very powerful. I just think it's neat because, you can kind of tell how fast your metabolism is. A lot of people don't give a fuck, but I think it's pretty awesome because prior to that, my last meal was around 1:50, 1:45 p.m. Ate my tuna with fish oil, white rice in the library, and had my class, had my lab, went to the gym, trained after I took my pre-workout. 1.5 scoops of Eno Explode, grape flavored, with 1 scoop of Top Secret Nutrition Pump Igniter. Decent workout, had to kind of rush, and had to go to Chipotle for my class. Didn't really have enough time, but I made it anyway. And that's that. So that's just interesting how you can figure out your own shit. And I encourage you to experiment with your own body and find shit out for yourself. I'm gonna close out this video, guys. Just a bunch of random topics. Let me know what y'all think, and if you guys have any cool experimentations as well. So drop a comment below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.